another option from that Lasso X Guard is attacking the knee bar. We go through the same setup as before, so from double sleeve, or from feet on hips guard, I have double spider guard. Again, I create the same weight shift, I make Jason take the step, I break the grip, I put in the lasso, and again from there then I turn to face him so he can't shoulder crunch my lasso hook. If I can, and that's within reaching distance, I'll grab it, put the foot on the mat, create the weight shift, and again from there I'm going to put in my X Guard lasso hooks. Once I'm here, if I feel I can't get his hand on the mat, which is the hook sweep, which is the first technique, and maybe I just cannot get the weight off this leg. So when we did the sweeping Jason backwards, going into the back space, it required me to get this foot light. But maybe it's just like squatting down, and I feel I'm not going to be able to do that. We can attack this leg with a knee bar. How are we going to do that? I'm going to take out my foot and drape it over the near side hip. But I'm keeping this grip because I want to lift my hips up, and I'm bringing my belly into this knee line, and I keep that grip, and now from there I'm letting go, grabbing the leg, and I'm going to force Jason to roll over his left shoulder just by torquing his knee. Once we get to here, I like to thread the second leg in. I know some people teach the knee bar under the armpit and leaning back, but I don't favour that because Jason can rotate his leg, yes, that opening the book, escape. I like to bring it back and put it over my shoulder. Then I put the Nathiely on grip. Right hand grabs the heel, head's pushing down on big toe side. I have my rear naked grip on the foot, heel's bent in. Jason tries to rotate his knee. Don't bro, you wreck yourself. And now I just lean back for the knee bar. Detail is, his knee is above my groin, it's in my belly. I'm hooking, I have a 90-degree bend at the back of my knees and a 90-degree bend at my core. Let's take a look at that again. So the pathway is sweep him back, sweep him over his right shoulder, which is the hook sweep. That's if we get his hand on the mat. If we can't get his hand on the mat, we look at getting his leg over our head, and then we sweep him backwards into a leg drag. If I can't do any of that, I'm going to attack that lead leg with the knee bar. So from double sleeve guard, we put in the spider hooks, just shuffle that way, perfect. I create the weight shift here. If he has that grip on the pants, with that hand, grab, I kick out, lasso, and then I turn to face Jason. Okay, if I can, I'll grab the pants. If that leg's too far back, I'll make the hook, pull it forward, chop in a De Hiva hook, but just to control the leg, so I can grab the pants. Now I create the weight shift. I pull him forward, I put in my Lasso X Guard. Pathway one, try to get his hand on the mat, then I have the hook sweep. If I can't get his hand on the mat, I'm going to get the weight off this leg and pass it over my head and sweep him backwards. If I feel he's squatting down and I just can't do either of those two moves, I'm going to take out my lasso hook and bring it over the hip. I'm going to attack this leg in the knee bar. How am I going to do that? I keep my grips, I lift my hips and I turn my body. I'm putting my belly into this knee line. Then I let go. And now from this position, I underhook the leg and I grab the leg. I've connected to him. And now I can just rotate him over and sweep him over his left shoulder. Notice the way I've hooked myself onto the leg. I'm going to bring in the second leg. I have two hands. If Jason tries to disengage his knee, pull his leg out, it's not going to happen. Now I need to stop the rotation, so I just drop that onto my left shoulder. Make a Nathiely on grip. Hook at the back of the far hip, 90-degree bend at the back of my knees. 90-degree bend at my core, and then I can just lean back. Let's get one more angle on that. So, feet on hips guard, double spider, create the weight shift, lasso, from here, turn to face him. If his foot's within grabbing distance, I'll grab it. I create the weight shift, and then I move into Lasso X Guard, but now he's squatting down, so I feel the other two techniques are going to be difficult to do. I keep the grips and I just thread my foot past his hip. Notice the way my chest and my body's not facing his knee. I'm going to underhook that leg, keep my grip, and that allows me to climb to get myself into the designated position. I've got his knee in my groin now. Now I let go and hug his leg, and now I can just rotate from my right to my left. I hang on to this leg. First thing he's going to do is try to put his, relax, he's going to try and put his foot on my ass and pull his knee line back. So I'm holding it with two legs, try to pull it back. Now I want to control the rotation, so my foot comes through, it was on this side, and then I just drop my head onto his foot. Find my Mausoleum grip. Once I have that, he can't rotate his knee. Hooking in, 90-degree bend at the back of my knees, 90-degree bend at the core, and now I just engage my hip. So that is the Kneebar from Lasso X Guard.